Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well today. This is day 3 of our Advent tags. We've done 2 and they are in my playlist Craft With Me, and I'm going to go ahead and try and separate them also into a separate playlist so that they'll be easier to find. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and link those 2 videos in the description box. So if you're wanting to see 1 and 2 and the whole thought process behind it, we will go ahead and get those where it's easy to find. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Today's tag is going to be a little bit different than the others. I'm going to pull this out. The idea is that we have 25 of these big shipping tags in here, and I'm going to decorate one every day, and we will just see where that takes us. I don't know, I won't necessarily do a video every day, but I will have a tag for every day. I may not do one Saturday or Sunday. Today's Friday, just because I may take the weekend off and just try and regroup and take a little break, because it's been pretty hectic with trying to get Christmas stuff out, and I have a lot of Christmas things, personal things that I need to get done. So if I do that, then on Monday and Tuesday I'll do 2 tags a day. So that's a real challenge, but that is what I will probably do. Okay, so first off, today we're going to do something totally different, and it's only because I spent a little bit of time picking up in my craft room, and it's pretty much a disaster. It's always a disaster after Christmas because I'm trying to get things done, and I just usually overextend myself, and it just becomes an ordeal because my whole craft room is such a disaster. I can't find things, and so I think that usually in January I do my rearranging in my craft room every year. I don't know if I'm going to rearrange it this year because honestly things work pretty good with me the way they are, but I do think that I want to start doing my Christmas stuff earlier, and part of the reason I didn't do that is I had all my Christmas stuff in a different room. I have a small craft room, so I kind of had expanded out into the walk-in closets of my spare bedrooms here, and I had it all kind of put in there, and the thing is I don't, if I have to go to the other room to get stuff, I usually don't, I don't get it. So I do think if I want to start on it earlier and do things earlier, kind of behind the scenes, I have to have it in the room with me. So that's just I may change that part of it and take some other things out, but I'm not going to probably rearrange everything just because things do work for me pretty well the way they are. Anyway, for today, I am gonna try and do something just a more textile type thing, and we did a little bit yesterday. I like using fabric and ribbons and lace and stuff like that. I like that the look of it. So I think what I'm going to do today, when I was cleaning up my room, which I was getting around, is I've had all these scraps of material, and these are all like my vintage, they're just scraps of my vintage Christmas material. I got this entire bag full of stuff. I went to a thrift store, and there was like a whole bag full of, and these are probably 1970-ish type fabrics. They're all cotton. Anyway, there's this huge bag full of stuff, and it was for $3. And, I got it, and I have tons. And I do use it when I make my little Golden Book journals, and not pretty much any other time. But anyway, I had an idea with this. These tags are fairly big, so it's kind of, you have to come up with something that'll work on the whole tag. I am going to take this off, I think, on both sides, because I decided on my other ones. Oh, look, see how easy that came off? I think I'm going to go back and back those with some coffee dyed paper or something, just because I sewed on them so much that it's kind of rough on the back. So I may do that, you know, after the fact. But I want to just take it off on both sides. Again, you could just use file folder, any kind of cereal box, anything you want. I'm using these. They're not super heavyweight, but by the time we add everything to it, it becomes pretty heavy, and you can always add stuff to the back. Anyway, all I'm going to do today is I am going to cover this entire tag with material, just strips, and I have no idea in which way. Where'd my glue stick go? Here we go. I'm going to do with glue stick and then go and sew it later, just because, and I'm not necessarily trying to get them on there perfectly. I'm just trying to get the size that I need, and then I will sew it. And I think after I cut them, I'll kind of arrange them, because it's kind of hard to tell, you know. I do know I want different colors. Let's see. And the reason these strips are about like this, I didn't do this intentionally. When I rip my material for my little golden books, usually if you rip it, you can get it straighter than if you just cut it. And so these are the edges that I ripped because I was trying to get a straight edge. So that's probably, that doesn't mean these are straight, because it depends on, you know, how they were cut to begin with. Let me see. I got that one. I don't think I got that one. I didn't get the plaid one. And I may need more. I have some more next to me over here. I have quite a stash of these because I have made a lot of books. Anyway, I'm going to move this over here and then see what we have going on. I don't know. And I like the rough edges to show, so I may put that, oh, then it'll be upside down. I might put that in the middle then. I like that. And I want to vary the colors if I can, you know, just to kind of make it look a little bit more. And I'm not going to glue anything down until I kind of get an idea of where I want it. You can kind of see the patterns in this are a little vintagey, so let's see here. Oh, maybe I'll put that one over here. Then maybe, or maybe I'll put that one in here. And then that one. And then that one. And then, oh, that one's already there. Let's see if I'm going to have enough. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I need one more. If I spread them out, I bet they'll fit. I bet they will. If they don't, I can always add one more to it. Okay, so I am going to start gluing these on. And I'm using the glue stick because I am going to sew it. If you weren't going to sew it, you probably would want to, let me get something to glue on. I don't know where my glue book went to. Let's see here. You probably would want to use something like fabric tack or something, because you don't have to glue these. I mean, there's no rule that says you do. I'm going to put that ruffled edge right up there. Make sure I go all the way to the top on that, because I do want it to cover the top. There we go. And then I'll put the next one. And I'm going to overlap them a little bit. And I don't care that they're crooked. That's kind of the look I'm going for, believe it or not, is the not perfect look. That always works for me, because then I can always say it's intentional. All right, put that right there. Oh, goes up a little bit higher right there. Did I get enough on that end? Maybe I need to move it down a little bit. I just want to make sure it is covering the tag. And the lighter colors is a little see-through, but that's okay. That's all right. I can live with that. I'm gonna put that right there. And there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this other than I just want to vary the colors, you know. All right. So I hope everyone's at least doing a little bit of crafting. The good thing about these tags is there's a lot of different things you could do with them. And I probably next week will get into that, some of that, just because I may start the giveaways. I didn't want to start until I had enough of them to mess with, but okay, and this last one's going to go right there. All right, so that is going to go right there. Okay, move that down a little so it'll help. This is just going to kind of keep it in place while I sew it, and then I'm going to, all right, I'm going to go ahead and cut around that. Nice and easy. And this doesn't take that long, but it'll look, you know, it'll look special. And I'm going to leave that frayed part up there. And I just thought this would be a fun way. And actually, you know, this is cotton material, so it's not super thick. It's probably not any thicker than putting a lot of different papers on there, really. But it does add that extra texture to it. All right, I did miss that part right there for some reason. I have no idea why. All right. So now that I have cut this, I am going to go and I'm going to sew it. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm actually going to go all the way around it, and then I'm going to go across, and it won't be perfect, and I'm going to do a zigzag, and it's going to be kind of messy, and I kind of want it that way. And then I will show you the next step, which will involve some sewing also, but we'll do that step and then we'll sew and then we'll come back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I sewed all the way across. I just basically did a line all the way, and I went all the way around and I backed it. But the funny thing is I backed it and then sewed here, so I'm probably gonna have to back it again because there's still a lot of lines on there. But in any case, this is how it's supposed to look in front. So let's see here. I'm cutting off some of the strings. I like them kind of long, but not so long they get in the way. So let's see here. That's probably pretty good. Anyway, so that is what I want, the look that I want in front. Okay. So my next step is I wanted to put something on here as a focal point, and I had these felt Christmas trees. Obviously they're way too big, so what I did is I I probably had felt like around somewhere, but I was kind of lazy and I liked the shape. So I went ahead, because this is not perfect, I went ahead and I just kind of went in about 1/4 of an inch and went all the way around the tree, and I just kind of made it smaller. And I just did that throughout the whole tree because I figured that's about how much too big it was. And just did that all the way through. And I didn't care if it was perfect. I got these at Dollar Tree. You could use just a regular piece of felt, a piece of material. Anyway, this is what it ended up looking like when I got done, and I'm happy with that shape. It does have these little holes and stuff in it, but that's okay because they're going to be covered up. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to sew around it, okay? And then we'll go to the next step. But I'm just going to glue it down with my glue stick. If you were going to, you know, not glue again, I would use something like fabric tack or some, you know, just whatever kind of glue that you have that works good with fabric. But I'm just trying to tack it down enough to where it stays in place. And I am just going to put it, I haven't decided if I'm going to put any words on this or not. I don't know. So I'm going to put it kind of like right here. And the little ends, I think one of the points sticks out a little bit, but I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it, I think that's good right there. So I'm going to do that. And again, like I said, I know it's not perfect. That's kind of the look I'm going for here, guys. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to do a zigzag stitch all the way around here. And then we'll come back and we'll finish it up. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I sewed around this and it's kind of a crazy zigzag stitch. And I want that to be like a messy stitch because I want it to really kind of emphasize the stitching on this. And the next thing I'm going to do is I have some trim, and I'm not sure, I'm going to use a different one. This one may be a little bit wider than I want. I kind of just want to see where there's the openings right here. I just want to put a little bit of trim in a couple spots. And I'm going to glue those on, and I may come back and sew through them. I'm not positive yet. Kind of want to see how it looks. And I'm going to go ahead and use my 3-in-1 glue for that. And let's see, I don't know. I think I'll use this one on top. So I'm just kind of going where these lines are here that they would normally have the garland, I think. I'm going to try and cover that up a little bit and then, you know, add something to it. I'm going to curve that a little bit, I think. And of course you could add more. I may do that. I don't know yet. So let's see here. I think I'm going to try that. Let's just go find my little scissors here. They cut easier. Cut it kind of straight. There we go. I'm going to have that go right there like that. Let me get a baby wipe to get the extra glue off of there. And then I can kind of cut that at an angle. There we go. And then I think I'm going to put this one on the bottom. So that would go. Does it matter? Okay. We'll cut it after I put it on there. It'll be easier. Put that kind of right there. Get the extra glue off. Of course, I mean, you could add any kind of trim to this. You can put color trim on there, whatever. I just figured we had enough going on with the background that this might be a good look to put in there. All right. So that's going there. And I think I'm going to put this one in the middle just to do something a little different. It's not a lot different, but a little bit. Put that in there. I'm going to have to cut it at an angle also. I think I want that curved a little bit more than that. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. Not, you know, it's not a ton, but just kind of a curvy look to it. And then I'm going to cut that. Okay, now I cut this angle. Might have to put a little bit more glue on that. Let's see here. See if I can get that right. I gotta go. Okay. Move that over a tiny bit. There we go. So that is our trim. As I said, you could sew over that. I guess you could do that before you sewed on it, you know, then it would be sewing over it. I think I'm going to leave it though. And then what I'm going to do to finish it off, I am going to put buttons on this, and smaller buttons. I'm just going to kind of dump them out because I have them all over the place. So let's see here. And I have different colors in there, so I don't want to just put green and white. Let me see what other colors I can put. I've got blue, but I don't know if I have any really small blue ones. Oh, there's one. And then let me see if I can find one. I was thinking about a star or something, but I thought, nah, I think I'll just put a button. I have a gazillion of these buttons, so I know I'm lucky. Okay, let's see. I don't want one too big, but I want one that's bigger than the other ones. Let's see. It's like a happy medium that I want. Oh, maybe this one. This would work. I think that's perfect. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so let me kind of gather this up and we will do that. And I am going to, y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but I have this thing about not having the thread through the buttons. So I am going to, this is my extra pieces of wax thread when I bind a book, and I save these because what I do is I use them to put through my buttons. The really small ones I might go ahead and thread, but I only do this usually one time. And this is not the super thick thread. This is the thinner thread. And I will do that. I cut, these are like the end pieces when you know, cut too much and then you have extra. I just save them. And then I go ahead and just tie a knot at the top, okay? Easier said than done. The trick is to not cut these pieces too small. Then you have something to work with. And then I just kind of cut them off. I tie a knot, cut them off. There we go. So then I put that. That's what I use to thread them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will turn off the camera. I'm going to thread all these and I'm going to glue them on, and then we'll go to the next step so you don't have to watch all that. Okay, so I'll be right back. I had and I put all my buttons on and I glued them all on, and now I'm just going to finish it up. I cannot make up my mind on the number thing. I had taken just a piece of cotton and sewed around it, and I was going to go ahead and put that up there with a number. I don't know. Let me see how it looks if I do that. I don't know. Let me, oops, move over. Of course, I glued that down. if I do it like that. I don't know. Let's finish the rest and then see. I may not even do that because I do have these other numbers that I'm putting on there. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole through there, and I'm going to use this ribbon because it kind of looks like stitching, and I think that would look cute. Let's see, I think I'm going to do, what kind of eyelet should I use today? I don't know if I want that. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and use another one of these, and I need a little ball pen. So yeah, I'm just not sold on the number. I think it's looking, I mean, it looks okay, but I'm not, I just may not even put one in there because I have the other number in there. So let me check that out. I'm going to go ahead and punch through this. I think it'll punch through there. Get that. Oh, that's not going to work. Get something to poke that out of there. Thing gets clogged all the time. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to punch a hole through here, which I cannot see anymore. So let me see. I want to make sure I center it. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, it went through there okay. It'll work. So I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, I'm just not 100% sold on the number. I don't want it to look like too forced in there. So I think, let's see, I'll take how much of this. Just see how it looks with all that. That may not be enough, but we'll see. Sometimes I'll leave it through the back. Anyway, what I was going to say is you could do all kinds of stuff. But I had this, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to try it. And as I said, it's not really any thicker than probably using, you know, scrapbook paper or, excuse me, anything else. So I am going to put that on there. I just don't know if I'm going to put the number on. So I'm going to see how it looks. If I don't like it, then I won't use it. But, okay, which way is it? Okay, there we go. Now, I may put a little jump ring on these so that they dangle better. I just know that if you do that, they do better. So I may do that. I just don't want them to hang too low is my thing. All right. So that is that. Let's see. I guess I could put it, let me see how that looks. Well, it doesn't look that bad. I think I'm just going to leave it for now because I cannot make up my mind. And usually when I can't make up my mind, that means I'm not real sold on it. So anyway, so there's tags number 3. You know, as I said, whatever you decide you want to use, it's just an idea of using up stuff that you have. So that's it. And as I said, I probably won't do a video tomorrow and maybe not even Sunday, but then that means I'll do 2 tags on Monday and 2 on Tuesday. As far as the December daily, I will show you what I've done so far in it. I think what I'm going to do on that is I'm just going to show you every couple of days or every few days what I've done in it. And right now I haven't really documented anything. I've decorated the pages a little, but I haven't really documented. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've done, and just kind of, I don't know that I'll do that every day. Anyway, so that's it for this tag, and then we'll see you. And do not forget that the way to enter the giveaways is to comment on videos, any video, past or present, and I'll be giving away a Christmas journal, and I will also be hitting my 3,000 subscribers soon, and there will be another big prize then. And then on these tags, the way that's going to work is I am randomly going to pick people from the previous video on the tags that watched it and commented just from that video. That's it. Okay, so you won't know until the following video if you've won or not, okay? But if you make a comment on this video, on the next video, if I give away some of the tags, it'll be from the previous video. Hope that makes some sense, but it's just so that it's random and that people don't know. I don't want to announce it ahead of time on that. And I want it to be for the people that watch all the time. So anyway, thanks a lot for joining me, and I hope to see you guys again soon.